escalation. I've told y'all this before, but sometimes you need to hear it 18 times because 17 times you didn't listen. So number one, print out your credit report or your client's credit report. You're gonna identify the items that you want to dispute to start your case. So if it's collections, charge-offs, whatever, each item is worth $1,000 per violation. That's what the law says. Now, when you settle outside of court, if you settle for half of that amount or whatever, it is what it is. These CRAs, they're very stingy. So you got to do what you got to do. Then you're going to mark up the violations on your credit report and make copies and literally keep it. You want to keep folders. So, like, when I'm working with a client, I literally keep folders. So this says like Equifax litigation or whatever. So just keep folders of all the paperwork, just in case it does go to that small claims and they got to articulate themselves as far as what happened and everything. Or if it's for you, you should know how to articulate yourself based off of what we're talking about. So you're gonna mark up those violations. You're gonna make copies of everything. So, for example, violation of 1681B number 2, and then circle it. You're gonna mark that on your actual thing. You're gonna make copies of it. And then after that, so all this should be review. You're going to create an invoice. So this is where a lot of people actually forget to do, because sometimes every court is different. This is why you want to be familiar with the local court rules. But sometimes on the actual statement of claim form, they're going to ask you, did you attempt to get money from this person you're trying to sue? So if you're sending out all these notices, but you never even send an invoice, you're not showing the judge or anybody that you actually knew what you were doing as far as trying to resolve it in private. So you want to send that invoice. And I gave y'all 2 invoice templates. I gave y'all an updated one actually in a private Facebook group. This is why I say always go to the files in a private Facebook group. So create an invoice for the number of items, $1,000 per item per 15 USC 1681 N. And that's going to be willful non-compliance. You want to send the invoice to both the PO box address, which is going to be like for TransUnion PO Box 2000 to Chester, PA. Y'all know the nonsense that they their address, and then you're going to send to the registered agent address as well. So I'm going to give y'all all the registered agent addresses, and you're going to send to them over there as well. So they can't make it no excuses that, oh, we didn't receive XYZ. You're going to package everything and send it out to them. This is why we do green return receipt. Go to the Facebook group for invoice template. Okay, now after you got that, basically, like I said, follow the April Mastermind dispute process. That entire training goes through how to dispute. You're gonna create your dispute notice, right? It's like your cover sheet. You're gonna fill out the FTC report, right? You're gonna file a CFPB complaint. So then you're gonna attach the dispute letter. You're gonna attach the invoice. You're gonna attach a copy of your ID and the FTC report to your actual CFPB complaint. So when the CFPB complaint is submitted, you have an opportunity to download it as a PDF. You want to download that as a PDF too. Print it out. If your case goes to actual court, you're not able to resolve it privately. You want to bring everything. You want to have it on file on the docket for the judge to view as well. Even if you don't know what you're talking about, as long as you have all your evidence, it makes your case that much better. But you have to articulate yourself if you're actually going to go to court. But most cases, it gets settled outside of court. You're going to mail out certified mail. Like I said, green return receipts. Got these on my desk right here. Hold on. I'm pretty sure y'all know about these, but the certified mail receipt thing, you want to mail that. And then you want to have the green return receipt as well. That this is your proof. This is what you need. So make sure you mail that out, PO box and PO box and the registered agent address as well. So it's going to be like a package. Everything you're going to have. You're going to have your dispute notice. You're going to have your FTC report. You're going to have your invoice. You're going to have a copy of the specific pages that you marked up of your credit report. Remember in the beginning, circled, violation of XYZ, violation of 15 USC 1681B number 2, all that. So you're going to have all that as a package. You're going to send it to the PO box address. You're going to send it to the registered agent address. So this is why you want to make multiple copies of everything. And then you keep the original. All right, so this is like the fastest way. I know if you're just starting, it might feel more comfortable to send out multiple notices, and there's nothing wrong with that. Your process is your process. But if you want the fastest way possible, I would say wait 1 week because the law says four business days, 4 days or whatever. So wait 1 week to solidify the 1681C-2 4 business days violation, and then look out for that green return receipt. Once you get that green return receipt, let's say you received it today. What is today? August 2nd. let's say it was August, you received it August 2nd. If it's August 10th, they're already in violation if they didn't delete it. So at that point, you can go ahead and file your case. Now that might scare some of y'all if y'all haven't done it. So if you want to follow up, you can follow up. But it gets to a point you just gotta file the case because they're not gonna shake if you don't do anything about it. You gotta think like the CRAs, they do all of this for money. So if it's a certain percentage of people, like just people in our mentorship that's filing cases, it's so many people in the world, 99%, 99.9% of the world is just sending out disputes. So they're gonna keep delaying the process. They're not gonna do nothing until somebody sues them. If 1% of people sue them, they're keeping their profits. No business is gonna be 100% profit. So if they're 99% profit, they're not mad at night. So just keep that in mind. You just gotta press them sometimes. So we perform all of these steps. The reason why we do this, we perform all of it to form a claim in private before we take it to the public. We perform it in private before we take it to the public. We got to show that we made an effort to resolve the issue. Court starts in the mail. All these items we're sending is basically building your case. And then you can go ahead and file your case immediately, like I said, or you can continue to build your case by sending a follow-up letter. So, like if you get hit with verified, an example you can hit them with is a method of verification notice. Create your own method of verification notice and reference a 1681I number 7. Go ahead and send that out. If you send a debt validation for a collection, now you could do the April mastermind method. You know, it's so many different ways you can do it. You can send an affidavit, you know, requesting that they remove it, requesting that they sign under a penalty of perjury, that they didn't violate you, you know, that kind of thing. So everything is pretty much custom. There's certain steps that are everyone's gonna do, like the April mastermind method, but your process is your process. So let's talk about actually filing your case. So this is gonna be